G'day lads and ladettes. Today I thought I'd share with you a tale of an Australian overnight legend. The tale of Egg Boy. Now for some quick backstory for those who don't know, there was a horrible mass shooting that was shamefully done by an Australian man in New Zealand that took down a bunch of mosques. Of course, we as a country denounced this absolute human garbage, who I refuse to even name or acknowledge in this video. Some of our politicians, however, decided that they have to make a statement on the whole situation, since he was Australian. Well, here's what this bald-headed cunt decided to say about the whole situation and his thoughts on it. I am utterly opposed to any form of violence within our community, and I totally condone the actions of the gunmen. However, while this kind of violent vigilantism can never be justified, it highlights what is a growing fear within our community, both Australia and New Zealand, in the increasing Muslim presence. As always, them lefty-wing politicians in the media will rush to claim that the causes of today's shooting lie within the gunman laws, those that hold nationalist views, but all that is all cliched nonsense. The real cause of the bloodshed in New Zealand streets today is the immigration program, which allowed Muslim fanatics to migrate to New Zealand in the first place. The entire religion of Islam is simply the violent ideology of the 6th century deposit masquerading as a religious leader, which justifies endless war against anyone who opposes it and calls for the murder of unbelievers and apostrophes, blah blah blah. But my favourite thing of this whole statement is not the fact that he kind of calls Muslims out, that it's their own fault, I guess, because, these people, they're just gonna do it eventually, it's not just the 1% that are doing it. It's the fact that this guy calls Islam a religious ideology that encourages war, and then proceeds to quote the fucking Christian Bible with this. As we read in Matthew 25:52, all that take the sword shall perish by the sword. So, again, collectively we as a country denounced this fucking old bogan who's from a fucking, probably from a town up in Whoop Whoop, because he's fighting for them rural Australian rights. So, yesterday, we had our blessed hero, our white knight, a man who was afraid not to stand up to the big man senator. So, let's watch this beautiful video.
When people are getting attacked in their own...
So there's a lot to unpack here, but one of my favourite things is seeing how mad this cunt gets from getting an egg on the head, starting off with first a slap around the ear, and then upgrading to a full-on side punch around the head. Then his supporters literally jump on top of him, put him in a headlock, making sure that he doesn't escape because, the 17-year-old team, it's going to take 3 people with their knees in their back. And you can see how white this poor bastard's face going, because he's literally losing the blood to his brain because he's choking him out so hard. But since it was an actual press conference, there was many people actually recording with their friends before the incident actually occurred. So, of course, there's more than one angle, so let's have a look at one of these other angles.
Hey, come on. Come on. Pick him up and get him out.
Jesus, look at this guy. He thinks he's in a fucking rugby match and he's got a pile on top of him to make sure this, again, poor scrawny 17-year-old teen isn't going to escape.
What did you do? You just egged him.
We're all Australians here. We're all diggers. Yeah, we are. You're not going to say anything.
Again, I really love this. Someone shouting out, because they didn't see the whole thing go down. So someone shouts out to him, "What did he do?" And then he just replies, he egged him while he's got his arm fully around his head. He fucking egged him, mate. He's not a fucking true blue, was he? He didn't support me politician. So I'm fucking making sure he doesn't get out, and the cops get here on fucking time, mate.
What are you doing that? He's got a weapon. Why would you do that?
You've got fight here, just get him up.
Again, this is hilarious to me. Someone shouting out, he's got a weapon. So place your bet, guys. What do you think this kid actually has as a weapon in his pocket? Check out later in the video for the actual result. So yeah, of course they actually literally sit on his face to make sure that he doesn't escape until the cops arrive. And boy do they come out in full force.
Front
an egg at every one of us. Are we all...
Holy shit, look at them all! You think there was an actual mass shooting here? Because there's at least 9 cops in this one photo that I can just see.
You egged him. Yeah. What do you do? You threw an egg at him.
I really love how casually the police officer asked him what he did as well. She's just like, so you threw an egg at him? Yeah, I put an egg on his head. Why did we send more than 2 cops out to this? Oh yeah, probably the riot control you have to do because there's so many people piling on this one little kid. So, I hope you place your bet, guys, on what some of the other weapons this kid has in his pocket are. Let's have a fucking look. Yeah, it's just pulling at the sloppy remains of more eggs! This was a planned attack, guys. There was possibly going to be more victims. Good on you, coppers, for stopping this potential terrorist from taking out more than one person in this mass shooting. I mean, egging. You know what? Let's just watch the video again, because I love it so much.
When people are getting attacked in their own...
Never gets fucking old. So actually, since then, the teen has since been tracked down and been beloved by the entirety of the internet. Here's his Instagram if you want to go follow him on that. The bastard's already got 200,000 followers on it, which, good on him, he bloody deserves it for getting choked out by 3 bogans. And since then, he's actually put out a statement of his own regarding the situation.
Don't egg politicians, you get tackled by 30 bogans at the same time. I learnt the hard way. Fuck.
Also, in further updates to the situation, there was a GoFundMe page created for him, in which the description says will cover both legal fees and more eggs. And in true Aussie fashion, the original GoFundMe was set up for a goal of $2,000, which, in 24 hours, has smashed that goal, reaching in 19 hours, $18,500 as of recording of this fucking video. And if that wasn't enough, he's actually got free lifetime tickets to both Violet Soho and Hilltop Hills, to anywhere in the world, to any location, to any concert. What a bloody true blue was he. And then even further fuck you to Senator Fraser Anning, the teen actually got released this morning, without charge. This mad lad got off fucking scot-free. Bloody good on you, mate. Egg boy, play me off.